Let's see. All right, let's get my little headphones on. See if I can hear myself okay. Test 1 2 1 2. Okay, cool. Audio sounds good. I think I want to get a little bit of music going on. So let's put something on in the background. What kind of music would be good for this? Just something low. Something low and non-intrusive. I really need to work on getting some standby music to just listen to. But this will do for now. There you go. Nice and low, that's the way I like it. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and swap on over to our camera. Hey, how y'all doing? So, got a couple hours free to just kill for tonight before I go to bed, and I figured what better way to use this time than to play a little bit of Magic. I have been away for a little bit. So as far as like new things with me, nothing a whole lot. It's December, so it's kind of a busy season. Working a lot at work, focused a lot on trying to figure out what to get people for Christmas. You know, that whole high stress environment. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to just sit down and play, but I got a couple hours free, so I figure, why not? Let's play a few games. And I think what I want to start with tonight is I want to run a few drafts, or at least one draft, because I have, let me see here, I have one draft token that I got from this this month's mastery pass. I forget where exactly I picked it up at. There it is. Yeah, it was at number 15 on the mastery pass. You get a draft token. So I have a draft token, so I figure I might as well use it. So now the question is, what do I want to use it on? So let's see what kind of events are available. So let's check out all the limited events. So we have traditional draft foundations, jump in premier draft foundations, and we have a quick draft of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I don't really think I want to play Outlaws. I mean, given the choice between Outlaws and Foundations, I think I'm going to get better cards from Foundations. So I think, let's see here, is it Premier? Yeah, Premier's the one I can use my draft token in. So we are going to play some Foundations draft and play some very easy, fundamental Magic. Just chill out and play some games. So, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys have been having a good time this Christmas season. Hope everyone is getting all the things that they want. All right, filling up the seats. Let's get some drafting going. I haven't had a draft in a long time. I think the last time I drafted was the last time I sat down to do a drafting live stream. What do we got? Crystal Barricade. Okay, that's all right. Spinner of Souls. That's really good. Cat Collector, Brian Cutthroat, Quake Strider. Yeah, I think the best thing here is actually this Spinner of Souls. I'm gonna take it. What do we got here? Dauntless Veteran, Skyship Buccaneer, Slumbering Cerberus. Felling Blow is pretty good strike spell. We also have Burst Lightning, Fanatical Firebrand, Apothecary Stomper, Cackling Prowler. I think I want Felling Blow. Doing good. I love draft, but I wish the price point wasn't so high, or even a non-ranked. Yeah, that would be nice if they had an option for. Ooh, I kind of want Wardens of the Cycle. They also have Stab. Do I want removal or do I want another good creature? I think I want another good creature. Yeah. I wish the asking cost to play a draft was a little bit cheaper. Honestly, the only time I ever draft myself is when I have the free tokens to do a draft. Otherwise, I'm not really too interested in it. But drafting is a good way to pick up cards. If you can manage to win enough games consistently, it can be a pretty decent way of filling out your collection. Do you want Hungry Ghoul or Cackling Prowler? It's 4/3 Morbid. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a counter on it. Or sacrifice a creature, put a counter on this. I think I want the Cackling Prowler. Yeah, for me, if I'm not doing standard or draft, I'm pretty much not playing. Crypt Feaster. Ooh, Fake Your Own Death is good. Like, I kind of want to take Olenda, but it's really outside my colors there. I would have to be adding a third color just to play it. Let's take Fake Your Own Death. I think we're kind of moving into black and green here. Ooh, Grow from the Ashes. Hungry Ghoul. Soul Shackled Zombie. When this creature enters, exile up to 2 cards from a single graveyard. If at least one creature comes exiled this way, each one loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Or Grow from the Ashes. Okay, that's searching for lands. I think we'll take the Hungry Ghoul. Cathar Commando. Vampire Soul Caller. That's actually pretty decent. I'll take the Vampire Soul Caller. Seismic Rupture. Feldar. Mocking Sprite. Burgle Rat. Spitfire. Quick Draw Katana. I guess the Burglar Rat. A little bit of discard can't hurt. Brian Bowden Cutthroat. Heir Apparent. I'm so tired of seeing Heir Apparent in Standard. Take another Cackling Prowler. Take the Quick Draw Katana. Take the Firebrand. Yeah, the only time I ever get paired up against Heir Apparent decks are when I'm playing a deck that doesn't have a lot of board removal, like board sweepers. So they always end up running me over when I'm just playing a silly deck. Just waiting for another pick to come around. Fleeting Distraction, Spitfire, Lagak. I'll take the Lagak. I do like to pick up my off cards in red because it's still kind of in color pair with green. Ooh, Runescarred Demon. That's a bomb if I ever saw one. I also got Eager Truffle Snout, Fiendish Panda, got Beastkint. Yeah, I think I'm taking the Runescarred Demon. I think I kind of have to. Nine Lives Familiar, Preposterous Proportions. Silly card, never gonna see play. We got Juggernaut though. Ooh, Bite Down is good too. I think we'll take Bite Down. I think a good way to do like just casual drafting is if there was like a permanent option for let's see what I got here. Ooh, Ambush Wolf is pretty good. Yeah, Ambush Wolf can work as removal. As if there was a permanent option to just do phantom drafts whenever you want to. I think that would be awesome. Zolashur, Inspiring Call, Slumbering, another Burgle Rat, Marauding, Blight Priest. Apothecary Stomper's not bad. Grow from the Ashes. Don't have a whole lot of like early game though. I think we'll take the Juggernaut. Juggernaut seems to be the best option from that set. Bolt Wave. Ooh, Affectionate Indric's really good. Soul Shackle Zombie. Stab. Yeah, I think we need more removals. I'm going to take that Stab. Lanchwood Armor. Really only good if you play mono black. Mono green, I mean. Take another Ambush Wolf. Vengeful Blood Witch. Interesting. Whenever this creature or another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain a life. Or Wardens of the Cycle again. Stab. I think I want another Stab, honestly. Take another stab at it. Zola Sure. Frenzied. Infestation Sage. That could be pretty decent. Claiming Barrier. Gnarlid Colony. I don't have a whole lot of zombies. I think I'll take the Infestation Sage. Eager Truffle Snout. Beastkin Ranger. I think I'll do the Eager Truffle Snout. Vampire Soulcaller. Yeah, pretty much the only thing in this pack. Refute. Fake Your Own Death. Soul Shackled Zombie. Fake Your Own Death is a pretty decent combat trick. I'll take that. Just waiting for a few packs to come back to us. Take the Burgle Rat. And Soul Shackled Zombie. And Fake Your Own Death again. Okay, I'm getting a lot of those. What else we got here? Another Fake Your Own Death. Infestation Sage, Bushwhack, Wary Thespian, Campus Guide. I think I want the Bushwhack. Rite of the Dragon. Damn, that's a good card. Not good for the deck I'm assembling, though. Wary Thespian. Yeah, I think I'll take the Wary Thespian. Kiora. Whoever's playing blue is eating pretty good with this pack. Cackling Prowler, Garruk's Uprising, Vampire Soulcaller. I already have 2 Cackling Prowlers. And only 1 Soulcaller. God, this is a tough pack to pick from. I guess I'll just take the Cackling. Ooh, Slagstorm. A lot of good rares in this this set coming through. Beastkin Ranger, Elsworn Giant. I think I'll take the Elsworn Giant. Need to get a little beef into this deck. Birth from the Ashes, Goldvein Pick. I always end up throwing Goldvein Pick out of the deck whenever I draft it. It's just not that great. I guess I'll take the Growth from the Ashes. Let's see. Really nothing good in this one. I'll take the Marauding Blight Priest. Just to have another body. Arbiter of Woe, you say? I may just take that. Gutless Plunderer. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the Arbiter. We got some big boys coming through. Alright, just waiting for another pack to come through. So far, it looks pretty decent. I don't really have a whole lot of like ramp in the deck, so I might need to cut the Quake Strider out of the deck. Heartfire Immolator, Adventuring Gear. You have Macabre Waltz. It's a way to get cards back. Gnarlid Colony is a good early game. Return 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, then discard a card. Nah, I'll take the Gnarlid Colony. Okay, I guess Infestation Sage is the pick here. Another Juggernaut. Can't go wrong with that. Take that so no one else can get it. I guess we'll take the Goblin Borders. And Courageous Goblin. and the Light Shell Duo, and that's the draft. So now we need to cut all the garbage out of the deck that we don't want. So we will start by getting rid of the Tolarian Terror, the Spitfire, Goblin Borders, Light Shell Duo, Firebrand, Courageous, Thrill, and that leaves us with 52 cards. So we need to cut 12 more cards out of the deck. So I'm going to start by taking the Quake Strider out. It's just a big dumb dinosaur. It doesn't do anything. The only big cards I want in the deck is Runescarred and Arbiter of Woe. Runescarred, when this creature enters, search your library for a card, put it in your hand, so it demonic tutors when it comes in. That's pretty awesome. And this one, when this creature enters, each one discards a card, loses 2 life, you draw a card, and gain 2 life. That's just a really solid creature. Vampire Soulcaller ×2, Elfsworn Giant. Elfsworn Giant is pretty decent. We don't have a whole lot of ways to get land though, so we might end up cutting that at some point. But I do like having the beefiness of that creature. Juggernaut, Wardens of the Cycle, Cackling Prowler. I think we can go down 1 on that. Soul Shackled Zombie, Marauding Blight Priest, Ambush Wolf. I like the Ambush Wolf because you can flash it in at instant speed and have a surprise blocker to act as good removal. Eager Truffle Snout, Failing Blow, Grow from the Ashes. We have Spinner of Souls. Search your library for basic land, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. If the spell is kicked, instead, search your library for 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield, then shuffle. Okay. Quick Draw Katana. During your turn, +2/+0 and first strike. Could be decent. Let's drop 1 Fake Your Own Death. Infestation Sage, Bushwhack, Stab. Okay, we need to really cut down what we have in this deck. So let's drop another Cackler, drop 1 Vampire Soulcaller, drop the Quick Draw Katana. How many creatures do we have? 21? Okay, so we have a surplus of creatures. So 2 Sage, 2 Burglar Rat. I think we can cut the excess copies of each card. Just run 1-ofs for the entire thing, and I think that's actually pretty decent. It's we have, let's see, 17 creatures, 6 non-creatures, and then 17 land. That's honestly a pretty perfect ratio. So we have Infestation Sage, Stab, Bushwhack, Burglar Rat, Fake Your Own Death, Hungry Ghoul, Bite Down, Gnarlwood Colony, Wary Thespian, Marauding Blight Priest, Ambush Wolf, Eager Truffle Snout, Felling Blow, Grow from the Ashes, Spinner Souls, Soul Shackle Zombie, Cackling Prowler, Warden, Juggernaut, Soulcaller, Elfsworn, an Arbiter of Woe, and a Runescarred Demon. So I think it looks pretty decent, so let's seal it and take it out to play some games. Wish me luck. Okay, so our first game, we have a Swamp and 2 Forests, an Infestation Sage, a Burglar Rat, an Eager Truffle Snout, and a Cackling Prowler. It's a pretty decent open with a good curve. I'm going to keep it. Alright, opponent goes first with the Plains. I will open with a Swamp and an Infestation Sage. Alright, Plains. And they are going to play Sunblessed Healer. Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and play a Forest, and then I'm going to play a Wary Thespian. Okay, Forest. I think I have enough lands as it is, so I'm just going to send that on down. No attacks. Forest, okay. Dazzling Angel. This is whenever another creature you control enters, gain 1 life. So they seem to be on a gain life plan over there. Let's play another Swamp. And then Do we play Burglar Rat while they have 3 cards left in hand? Or Truffle Snout? I think we're going to play the Truffle Snout. And do we attack? We could attack with the Wary Thespian. The Wary Thespian will knock out either one of those creatures. Okay, he's going to block with the Sun Blessed Healer. Alright, they trade. Opponent gains 3 life, I Surveil for 1. We could use Grow from the Ashes just to thin the deck out a bit. I think we'll keep it. And that'll be good for getting up to mana for our endgame cards. Okay, they attack for 2. I take 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Forest. And then I'm going to play the Cackling Prowler. And attack for 5. Put him to 19. And we create a food token because the Truffle Snout hit the opponent. Plains. Okay. So they're in blue, white, and green. They're playing Bant over there. So they likely are going to be wanting to get lots of value. That is some gorgeous art. That just looks really good. I love it. That's one thing that I really enjoy about Magic is literally industry-leading art. This creature enters exile target player's graveyard. Okay, that's fine. Graveyard is gone. I lose 2 life from the attack. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Forest. Now we can pick the Ashes at this point. So let's go ahead and go next and attack with the Eager Truffle Snout. I'm not going to attack with the Prowler yet because they would probably want to block and kill the Prowler with the Angel. Okay, so they take 4 damage. I create another food token. I'm going to cast Go from the Ashes with Kicker and get 2 swamps out of my library and use that mana to play Burglar Rat. Make him discard a card. They discarded a Strix Lookout. That is such a good card. Oh no, they have Kiora. That's not good for me. They draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. So they don't really get any kind of value out of that other than sculpting their hand a little bit. Okay. And they discarded an Uncharted Voyage and a Plains. It's decent. Okay, let's go Forest. And then we're going to go next. We're going to attack with a Cackling Prowler too. Entice them to block with Kiora. Okay, so they block with Kiora. Good. Alright. Make another food token, and I will play an Elfsworn Giant. A creature with reach to block that Dazzling Angel. Alright, so just waiting to see what my opponent's going to do. And they are taking their time. They have 3 cards in hand to my 0. But I have food, so I can chow down if I want to. Empyrean Eagle. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Okay. Alright, gains 1 life. Passed. So if they attack with both those creatures and I don't block, that's 7 damage that I'm taking. But I can hit them with a crackback for 9. So if I don't block and then also don't block again, then that is basically me kind of like giving the game away. So I would really need to block one of their creatures. Okay, yeah. So let's go pass. We're gonna block the Angel of Finality. You take some damage. Alright. In a turn, sacrifice a food. Draw a card. Alright. Gnarlid Colony. Play it with Kicker. Comes in with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Next, attack with the Eager Truffle Snout. And they block with the Empyrean Eagle. Interesting choice. Yeah. 3 and 1. Make another token. And then we end the turn. See what they have in their hand. Squad Rallier. With the top 4 cards of your library, you may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. That's a decent ability. They gain a life. Do they attack? Oh, Healer's Hawk. Wow, they are gaining a lot of life with that deck. Holy hell. Yep. Gain another life. Pass. Yep. Go ahead and hit me for 2. Alright, I take 2. End of turn, sacrifice food, gain 2 life. Or 3 life, I mean. Not good. Let's try and bluff them. Alright, take 4 damage. And then play swamp. End turn. Goldvein pick. Interesting choice. Not typically a card that makes the cut for me, but that's pretty decent in this situation because they have the Healer's Hawk with lifelink. So all they have to do is equip the Healer's Hawk and they can start hitting me for 1 or 2 every turn. What you gonna do? Where are you gonna put it? There you go. Goes onto the Healer's Hawk. Pass. Okay, I'm taking 4 damage here. Pass. Pass. Alright, take the damage. Opponent makes a treasure token because of the Goldvein pick. And we're just waiting. But a Drake Hatcher. Wow, that's a good card. Gain a life. Alright, end of turn. Sacrifice some food. Try to live just a little bit longer. Alright, my turn. And we draw a forest. Not good. I'm gonna call it here. This game's not gonna go in our favor over the long term. We're just drawing nothing but land. I think we drew damn near every land out of our deck. That just did not go well for us. Alright, let's try again. There we go. Just setting my frame back up. Alright, just waiting for an opponent to show up. Someone, anyone, come sit at my table. Have you ever played a draft and then thought to yourself, man, I wish this would just go a little bit faster so I can go back to playing on a different format? Oh, did What just happened? Was that a draw? That was a draw. They didn't join my game fast enough. What a pain. Alright, well, let's go again. Thankfully that draw didn't result in a game loss. I have had that happen before. I was doing a draft one time, and I was at 2 losses already. And the next game ended up being a draw, and I lost the game because it was a draw. It was so disappointing. Okay, so opponent goes first. I have a hand of 7 cards, only swamps though. I can play the Infestation Sage, but I get to draw a card first, so I could potentially draw into green mana. It's a potentiality, but I don't think I want to risk it, so I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, that's a little bit better. We can keep this and send one of our lands back, or send the Arbiter back. I'll keep this. I will send Fake Your Own Death back and keep the rest. Okay, opponent plays a mountain. A mountain that looks like a plains for some reason. Alright, play the swamp. Alright, opponent plays a island, so they are playing Izzet, and they played an X-Guard Cavalry. Let's play this forest. This is going to be a slow game. At least for me. Second island from the opponent. Attack for 2. You get it. Goblin Borders. Raid. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it if you attack this turn. Pretty cool. I like it. Alright, let's go forest. And still can't do nothing. Not a good open for me. Searing Slicer. Ooh, they are coming out fast and hard. Yep, take the damage. Down to 12 before I can play a single card. It's not good. Alright, play this swamp. It can block, so I'll play it. Just don't kill my Juggernaut, please. Because otherwise this game's going to be very over very fast. Play another island. They're doing a lot off of that one mountain, I might add. That Sear Slicer Goblin's pretty good. Firebrand Archer, okay. Now, are they going to be smart and only attack with the Goblin Borders? Okay, they are. No blocks. Ow. Okay, let's go forest. So we're going to do something here. We're going to play the Wary Thespian. So real 1, keep the Spinner of Souls right there. And do we play the Marauding Blight Priest to have another blocker, or do we play Bite Down? I think it's not going to matter either way, because they're going to attack. Even if I bite down the Goblin there, it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be more than enough to kill me next turn. So I think we just... And the Juggernaut has to attack, because like, there's no way that we can block with the Juggernaut. So the only thing that we can do at this point is play Bite Down. Actually, no. We're going to cancel. We're going to go to next. We will do our attack because we have to. Alright. Attack with the Juggernaut. It has to attack. Okay. Alright, they take the damage. Alright. Second main. We play the Marauding Blight Priest. They attack with everything. We block against the Goblin Borders and probably the Seer Slicer Goblin if it attacks. I think we just play the creature. Now we just kind of have to hope that they don't have removal. They have Burst Lightning. Yeah, that's game. Good job, friend. Hey Farquaad, how you doing? This draft is not serving me well. Yeah, I have one draft token, so I decided to use it to open up the stream tonight. And this is not going well for me. Not at all. We have not won a single time, and we are at our last chance for a victory. So we go again and hope for the best. The first game wasn't that bad. This second game we had to mulligan once, and we had no early game to speak of. It was not fun. Okay, this actually looks a little bit better. We have a Truffle Snout, Bushwhack, Stab, and Fake Your Own Death. Opponent goes first, which does kind of suck, but we'll keep it and hope for the best. How have you been, Farquaad? How is your life over the last couple weeks been? I have been incredibly busy. Okay, opponent plays a island, so they are in Simic. See what they do. A Strix Lookout. That is something that I'm more than happy to use my stab on. So let's take a stab at it. Wary Thespian. Okay, this is a decent card. Hey, me too. Alright. Let's play the Wary Thespian. How you doing? We're just gonna, yeah, God, I want to keep that. I want to play that card just once. Just do me solid and let me play the card. Ooh, Treetop Snare Spinner. Good card. Yeah, I'll block. No problem. Ow. Alright, we will Surveil. Keep the Runescar Demon. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and play that and play Eager Truffle Snout. Opponent plays another land. What do they do with that mana? They play Tatyova. Landfall. Whenever land you control enters, gain a life and draw a card. Interesting. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and we're going to cast Felling Blow. This against that. Then we're going to attack like that. See if they block. Perfect. Play Fake Your Own Death. Punch it. Truffle Snout dies. We create a food token and we get the Truffle Snout back. That worked out pretty well for us. Now all we need to do is draw... Actually no, we don't need to draw another one because we got a treasure token from the Fake Your Own Death. So we just play the Swamp next turn and we get a Runescar Demon. Cephalid Inkmage, what does that do? When this creature enters Surveil 3. Threshold, this creature can't be blocked as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Okay. So dump 3 cards into your graveyard. Unless there's something really cool up there. I've drafted the set a few times, got really good decks and won twice. Most of the others were either not good drafts, few were decent. Yeah, I played a lot of drafts when the set first came out, and I had a lot of really good ones. I had a couple bad ones, but Foundations is a pretty decent set, so I'm not too upset about it. Okay, they decide to take the damage. I will play the demon. Big man coming in. Okay, so what do we want? We could take a bite down. A bite down would be good. Burglar Rat would also be good unless they play both of their cards next turn. I think the best card to take is probably Spinner of Souls. So we'll take that. Spinner of Souls is just a all-around good card. It's crazy that they have a demon that has Demonic Tutor printed on it. That's so funny. I mean, it's crazy expensive, but it's pretty solid. Especially if you can like reanimate the creature rather than playing it for its 7 mana cost. I think it would be pretty decent. That flyer is probably tough for green blue to answer. Yeah, probably the best thing they can do is either bounce it or play like a transform effect on it to make it not a problem anymore. But that would require them to have the answer. And I don't think there are a whole lot of control magic effects in Foundations. I think, didn't Confiscate get reprinted? I don't remember. But they are roping now, so that means they probably don't have an answer available. Yep, they are full roping now. Witness Protection, Trapped in the Moon. Yeah, Trapped in the Moon. I remember that got reprinted. Yep, blue does have answers. They're weird answers, but they are answers. I played against a person in Standard, I think yesterday, that played this crab that has flash, and when it comes in, it taps down 2 creatures. It was a really interesting card, and not one that I had considered myself. I think it was like a 5/5 flash. When it enters, tap 2 dudes. Yeah, Eddie Merc. Yeah. I'm like, and I saw that being cast. I'm like, wait a minute. That's actually brilliant. That's actually a pretty decent card. A huge tempo swing. Yeah, I think our opponent just left. I think they picked up their cards and left the table. GG, I guess. I'll take those points. Yeah. Alright, cool. Oh, what's this? Get a leg up. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control and gains reach. Pretty cool combat trick, honestly. So how has your Magic games going lately? Like, I know we're playing Draft right now, but like I usually play Standard. So like, what have you been playing lately? It's like I've pretty much only been playing like the starter decks lately, just to get a feel for how I want to do the upgrades. So I have not had a whole lot of time to build new, like, high competitive standard decks. All right, what do we have here? We have a Swamp, 2 Forests, Hungry Ghoul, Soul Shackled Zombie, Eager Truffle Snout, and Spinner. I think I'll keep it. It's got a good curve. All right, first turn, play a Swamp. Haven't really built anything new. I have been playing a lot of my old, what is it? My Izzet Spellslinger deck, just to get daily wins. And I think a lot of people kind of forgot that that deck exists because people have not been playing around my burn. Let's go here. I'm going to... Do we want to attack and play into Fake Your Own Death? I'm going to attack and see what they do. Do they decide to block? Okay, they do decide to block. Now, I could play Fake Your Own Death, or I could play something better. I'm just going to develop board right now. Spinner of Souls comes in. Between Selesnya Rabbits and Cats. Interesting. My favorite Selesnya deck at the moment is a Selesnya Enchantments deck, and it's a pretty fun build. I haven't played it in a few weeks, though. Revamp my Golgari deck a bit with new cards, mostly drafting and doing dailies. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of my Izzet deck, and it's been a lot of fun. Okay. Attack. We're coming in. Oh, you want to block the spinner? Okay, that's fine. Take 2. You got it. Resolve. And do you have 2 cards in the graveyard? You do. So I will play the Soul Shackled Zombie now. Comes in, eats 2 of your cards, and eats 2 of your life. I've also been playing my Jund deck a lot too. Okay, yeah, we're definitely attacking in. Swing. No block? Okay. 4, 8, 10. Okay, that's gonna put you to 8. Alright. We'll go with the Were Thespian. Runescar Demon, that can stay right there. I'm gonna keep my mana open for Fake Your Own Death. What does this do? Okay, that's the Furnace of Wrath Dragon. Also, again, gorgeous art on that card. Looks so good. Alright, they gain a life. Heroic Reinforcements create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste. Okay. As long as they don't gain freaking lifelink, I'm okay. I'm surprised you didn't attack. Okay. We're coming. Okay, go there, there. Okay, there. Okay. You block there? Okay. So that's your blocks. Hungry Ghoul, sacrifice another creature. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to play Fake Your Own Death on Soul Shackled Zombie. And we are going to then sacrifice the Soul Shackled Zombie to the Hungry Ghoul to get a +1 counter. Soul Shackled comes back. Go to Migrate. Nah, there's only 1 card in each. Yeah. It's only got to be 1. That's fine. Yeah, take action. We also get to draw a new creature. And a +1 counter on the Hungry Ghoul. Pop, pop, pop. Alright. Play the Eager Truffle Snout. Auto pay. Opponent is at 6 health. The Hungry Ghoul's ability is pretty sweet. I like it. Alright, opponent plays a Forest. and says, "Thank you, no more. I am done." Okay, this is working out. I'm liking it. We had two really bad games to start off with, but now we're starting to turn it around a little bit. All right, let's go again. Yeah, I have a few ideas brewing around in my head right now for a couple new decks, but I do really want to get through the starter deck upgrades before I start working on my own personal decks. We've done the Orzhov, we've done the Cat deck, we've done the Gruul Power deck. So there are a few more to go through. Swamp Forest, Marauding Blight Priest, Soul Shackled Zombie, Arbiter, and Wary Thespian. It's decent. I'll keep it. Play that Swamp. Opponent plays a Plains into Authority of the Consuls. That is a great turn 1 play. Alright, let's go and play the Wary Thespian. Yep, gain a life. Comes in tapped. I'll keep that right there. That's a good card. They play a Swamp. And do nothing. Okay, I will play this Forest. Then I will attack for 3. They take it. I will play Spinner of Souls. Made a version of the Gruul deck yesterday, but if he gives it, yeah. I like it. I like, for what the deck is and what it does, like, it's a pretty cool deck. I like it a lot. Right, let's go here. And that's gonna need to wait a moment. How many cards in your graveyard? 1 and 1. Okay, so we'll wait a moment. We'll play our Marauding Blight Priest. Attack for 3. Alright, they take the 3. Hey, Soul Shackled Zombie. Yep. And they decide not to attack. That's cool. Alright, so let's go attack for 6. Alright, they take the damage. Works for me. Alright, I'll play my own Soul Shackled Zombie. And eliminate your card. I play a Swamp into... Ooh, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. What a great card. That card is so cool. Oh, is that the combo? They got the combo. GG. Good game. Bravo. I cannot be angry at that. If I'm going to go out, I would love to go out to that combo. Well done. I hope that player goes all the way. It seems pretty good. I don't know how much the elves are necessary with aggro. I think I put a few in to fill the deck and put bite spells instead of lightning. If the bite spells are helping you get over some like difficult creatures, that's great. I chose to go with the lightning over the bite, just because it can go face, and I like having a little bit of reach with my decks. Yeah, that doesn't happen too often, but I am very happy to see it go off when it does. Alright, cool. So that is our draft for the night. We only made it to 2 wins. It was not a good draft for us, but hey, we get 2 50 gems and 2 packs, so I will take it. GG. Alright, let's go over here. Let's open our packs. Let's see what we got. Rise of the Dark Realms. I know it's bait, but I kind of want to make a deck with that in it. Just like make a mono black or a blue black control deck that has like a little bit of ramp in it to get to 7 mana or 9 mana, and just boom, just raise the dead. Or what actually would probably work better is if we do Rakdos and play a card that gives all creatures haste, like the red Piper card, and just play that, give everything haste, and just go all in. That would be hilarious. All right, next up we have Leyline Axe. Interesting. Not the most exciting Leyline. In Thousand Year Storm, this card looks interesting too. I would not be upset to build a deck around this. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant and sorcery spell you cast before it this turn. You may choose new targets for the copy. It's like the Storm Enabler. Glacial Pace, your name is Isaac Brock's record label's name. I wonder if that was intentional. I think randomly seen a bite from OTJ bonus sheet, and I figured I would try them. Perhaps put a lightning in the future. Yeah, like I said, I just prefer the lightning. Like, you can run either. You can do whatever you want to, honestly. But I just really like having access to burn, to knocking out opponents when they don't expect it. Especially when you're playing against control players, where their only option is to knock out your creatures, and they can't deal with damage from hand. Okay, so that's it. That's the draft. It is getting close to bedtime, but I think I can squeeze a couple more games in. So what I can do is I can show you the deck that I've been playing to just get wins lately. This is a deck that I built a few months ago, and this is a deck I call Get Slicky. It is a red and blue Spellslinger deck that revolves around cards like Storm Chaser's Talent, Slickshot Show Off, and a lot of 1 and 2 mana spells. So I did play this on stream a couple months ago, but I think I can play a couple games with it now. Only change I've made to it recently is I took out a red draw spell and put in Opt, because Opt came in with Foundations and honestly is just a really good option for Sleight of Hand. Because like Sleight of Hand, we already have that, but we can only run 4 of them. So might as well run a couple Opt and make it even better. So that's what we're going to play for a few rounds. We'll see how well it does. And I actually have not played a whole lot of ranked this month, so we are actually going to be playing in, I believe, silver, because we have not played in quite a while. So let's play a few quick rounds with Get Slicky and see how we do. Yeah, I think I randomly seen about. Okay, yeah, I already read that comment. Yeah, this is probably my favorite deck right now for just getting quick wins. But now we just need to wait for an opponent to show up. Polarity. That is our opponent for the day. Okay, so we go first, and we have way too many lands. I mean, I'm tempted to send this back just because we have too many lands, but I think I'll keep it and see what happens. Okay, first land of the game is going to be Spirebluff Canal, and I'm going to play Sleight of Hand and take the Monastery Swiftspear. Opponent plays a Jungle Hollow, gains a life. Let's see. I will play an Eroded Canyon and come out with a Swiftspear. Attack for 1. Opponent plays at Plains, so they are playing 3 colors at least. They play Bitter Triumph and take 3 damage in the process. I'm okay with that. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and play Eroded Canyon. And then I'm going to plot the Demonic Ruckus. Let's see what they want to do. I have to play a Demolition Field. That's not going to be too great against me. I don't run any... Here, let's go ahead and float a blue just to make him nervous. Take action. Go get a mountain. Yeah, Demolition Field's not too great against me because I don't play any Manlands in my deck. Alright, my turn. Sweet. So let's go ahead and play an island. And then I'm going to play Opt. Try to get something out. Okay. I'm actually just going to play the Scalding Viper. Just to get a creature on the table. See what they do. I play Swamp. And they play Liliana of the Veil. Alright, they take 1 in the process. And they're going to make me sacrifice a creature? They do, yeah. Alright, cool. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's play... Actually, we'll wait on playing the land just yet. Play Stormchaser's Talent. Then, we will play Slick Sequence. Hitting that for 2. And drawing a card off of it. Then, we'll play the Elusive Otter. Then we'll play our land for turn. End turn. We did not have a very explosive early game, so I'm thinking we might lose this one, just because we're taking a long time to get over there. And the more time that they have, the less good for us. Okay, that's fine. So they play an Overlord. That's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's open with Demonic Ruckus. Put it on the Elusive Otter. Okay. Then I'm going to play Sleight of Hand. Okay. Get another Sleight of Hand. Play it. Okay. I guess we'll take the Shivan Reef. Okay. So that's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's almost enough to get there. So we're going to do as much damage as possible right now. Alright, they go to 1. I'm going to play that Shivan Reef. Let's see what they do with their turn. The good thing here is even if they use... if they do like a board wipe, I can still get some burn back with Stormchaser's Talent. Oh, we get to draw a card from the Demonic Ruckus. Excellent. They play Loran. Oh, they're going to blow up our thing. That's fine. That's fine. We can deal. They play Thraxodemon. Thraxodemon? What the hell? Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's play Sleight of Hand. And try to get a burn spell. There it is. That's all we needed. Off you go. And that's why I like playing burn. Because sometimes you just need to be able to get through the opponent's defenses. Get that little bit of damage in. Ooh, a Pyroclasm. That is really cool art for a Pyroclasm. I like that a lot. Let's play a couple more. Yeah, I have not played a whole lot of standard ranked for quite a while, so we're gonna have to claw our way out of silver right now. I had a counter/direct damage deck when I played Paper. Yeah, I remember back when I was in high school, I had a friend who ran a counter burn deck. He played like cards like Prosperity, Fireball, like he would do a whole lot of like small effects and then try to just burn you out at the end. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have Monster Swiftspears. We also have Demonic Ruckus and Slickshot. I think we're going to go with the Spirebluff Canal first, and then I'm going to plot the Ruckus. Looks like a burning field of sunflowers, which is basically Fresno in the summer. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright. Alright, let's plot this slick shot. Okay, so at this point we're just kind of just waiting for them to tap out, because as soon as I drop that slick shot onto the table, they're going to either counter it or blow it up or anything like that. Alright, let's play another one. Alright, next. Attack for 2. Go to blocks, okay. Play opt. Show me some removal. Hey, there's one. Oh, our opponent is playing Toxic. Interesting choice. I'll take that Slick Sequence. That's a great card. Alright, take 2. End turn. Experimental Augury. Okay. So they are trying to dig their way out of a hole right now. And seeing that Experimental Augury happen before them playing a land tells me that they needed to dig up a land. Alright. So let's go ahead and we're going to play the Slick Shot now. Let's see what they do. Alright. Let's go ahead and play the Demonic Ruckus on the Swift Spear instead of the Slick Shot to give them 2 high priority targets. They're going to Anoint with Affliction. Okay, no matter what I do, that's going to go away, so I don't have to worry about that. Resolve. And that's why we put the spell on the Swift Spear. Now we go attack for 3. Okay, they are not going to do anything because they have no mana to do anything. So we're going to open with Slick Sequence. Cool, they gave us a land. And then we're going to shock them for an additional 2. And hit them for 5. They go to 9. And then second turn, Shivan Reef, end the turn. Alright, they play a land, it's Undercity Sewers. They get to Surveil for 1. I figured out the symbolic tattoo I want just now. A dragonfly. Interesting. How would you want that dragonfly to look? Alright, my turn. Let's go with the Elusive Otter. I think they might be thinking about a Vraska's Fall. Yes, they are. Okay, that goes away. I get to draw a card from the Demonic Ruckus. Cool. Alright, play that island. And say next. End turn. And then they cut down the creature. That's fine. I could have potentially saved it by playing out both cards from my hand, but I don't want to empty my hand like that. Tail of Tamiyo. Alright. Oh, that wasn't too good for them. Alright, my turn. Oh, look who it is. Oh, you want to bring the ending? Okay, that's fine. Resolve that. Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to do a bunch of damage to your face. Because you can't stop me now. Alright, you go to 4. Okay, just waiting, waiting, waiting. Black and gray like my other tattoos, maybe on my shoulder. Like back of the shoulder, front of the shoulder, on the cap. What are you thinking? Maybe on the scapula. You're throwing away a lot of cards over there. Alright, Prologue to Phyresis. Not looking good for us. Being out of cards in hand is not great. Play Scalding Viper. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do they get to cast them for free? No, they have to pay the mana to cast them. You don't have to cease any prattle, honey. You're fine. Okay, he's doing his thing over and over and over. I go to 9 poison counters. I'm probably going to lose this unless I can draw something amazing next turn. Not what I needed. Not at all. Yeah, if I had drawn a Slick Shot right there, that would have been game. Yeah, but GG. Can't win them all. Ah, that sucked. That Tamiyo saga is pretty awesome. Pretty interesting tech for the poison deck too. It's just too bad it doesn't do anything for 3 turns until you get to like the last part of the saga. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Alright, so we've got a lot of damage in hand, but no creatures to carry it. Do we keep this, or do we send it back? I think we send it back. That's much better. I like that a lot more. Keep that. Send the Eroded Canyon back. Keep it just like that. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and play... Do we... Actually, no. I'm going to go the Island first and go the Stormchaser's Talent first. That way, next turn, I can play a Monastery Swiftspear and a second Stormchaser's Talent. And have 2 2/2 creatures attacking. Unless they kill my Otter this turn, which would suck. Either way, it's fine. Okay, yeah, they're killing my Otter. Poor guy. Alright, let's go Mountain. Let's go Swiftspear. Let's go Stormchaser's Talent. +1 on the Monastery Swiftspear and an Otter. Attack for 2. Okay, they play a Mountain. Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. Alright, I'll discard that island. I really don't need more than 2 lands to win a game with this deck. Disturbing Mirth. Pretty cool synergy. I like that a lot. That's good. Also the art. That's just so nasty. Okay. My next turn, I'm going to play Stormchaser's Talent again. Get the Prowess triggers. Comes in, gives me another boy. Attack. Go to 14. End turn. Nowhere to run. Okay. It's going to give -3/-3 to a target. Sure thing. Goes bye-bye. Disturbing Mirth. Comes in. They sacrifice the other Disturbing Mirth, probably. Yeah. Alright, resolve. Alright. They get a face-down card. My turn. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do Steam Clean. Bounce that. Ooh, there's a swamp the whole time. What do you know? Pop, pop. Play that swamp. Demonic Pact. Interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, Choose one that has not been chosen. This enchantment deals 4 damage to any target, you gain 4 life. Target opponent discards 2 cards, you draw 2 cards, you lose the game. Okay, so he's going to try to send that at me as quickly as possible. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack for 2. Then we're going to hit shock. Get the prowess triggers. Then we're going to slick sequence. Hit it for 2 again. Go to 3 threes. Hit for 6. End the game. GG. That could have been really bad for us. Sometimes you just need a playful little otter to end the game for you. But honestly, having 3 copies of Storm Chaser's talent in the open was pretty good. I cannot pronounce that name. Okay, we get to go first. We have Shivan Reef Island, Opt, Sleight of Hand, Swift Spear, and 2 shocks. That's a pretty solid open, provided my creature survives a turn. So, let's play that. Swift Spear, pay the cost, attack for 1. Don't kill my dude, please. To play Forest. Llanowar Elves. Okay, so that needs to die. So let's play this. We'll play Sleight of Hand. Get a +1. Yeah, I'll take the Eroded Canyon. That's a good card. And then we will play Shock on the Llanowar Elves. That seems important to you, so let's get that off the table. Yeah, it was important to them. It was pretty important to them. Playing the Izzet again. It was fun. The last variation she had built. Yeah, I like this deck a lot. It's a really fun deck for just jamming some really quick wins, like that one. But yeah, if you weren't here about 20 or so minutes ago, I went over the deck real quick, and the only change I made to the deck was I had 2 copies of Demand Answers in the deck, but now that Opt is in Standard again, I took those out for 2 copies of Opt. So that's pretty much it. Like, the rest of the deck is pretty much the same. It's already a pretty tight build, with just a bunch of cards that I really enjoy, so I don't really need to make a whole lot of moves with this build. So until I take a little bit more time to analyze the deck and see what things I need to move up or move down numbers wise, I think I'm just gonna go with this as is. It's pretty solid. Yeah, I do like Opt a lot. I was pretty sad that we had a period of time in Standard where Opt was not legal. Sleight of Hand was okay, but it being sorcery speed kind of didn't make it that great. But I do like the way that it plays, though. Allowing you to look at 2 cards and choosing 1 to put into your hand is pretty solid. So I don't really mind it being sorcery that much, especially because it only costs 1 to cast. Okay. Spiral of Canal, 2 Otters, a Swift Spear, and a Lightning Strike. It's not the best open, but it's a pretty decent one. Alright, Spiral comes in first. Do we play the Swift Spear or the Otter? I think we'll play the Otter first. Sorcery is not how to win a race, but like, yeah, it's true. Okay. Oh, look at you. We'll just put that over there. Hit for 1. Good old slick shot show off. Oh, another one. What do you know? Okay, so let's go ahead. Should I play the Swift Spear? Or should I play the Slick Shot with a Lightning Strike? I think I'll do that. Just so I have access to more things. attack. Okay, I don't see them doing anything, so I'm going to hit them with Lightning Strike. Waiting for it. There you go. That's what I thought. Okay, you still take 5 though. Alright, and then I will play Elusive Otter as our second play of the turn. As Diesel once said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Yeah, that's true. Inch or a mile, it does not matter. As long as you win. No blocks. I ain't blocking that. Come on now. Road to Canyon. Alright. Play the Canyon. Do we play the Swift Spear now or plot the Slick Shot? I think we plot the Slick Shot. And just hit for 2. Pop, pop. Yeah. Hit me for 2. And do you have a sacrifice effect? I got Disturbing Mirth. That's close enough. They draw 2 cards off of it. Hopefully they drew a land off of that. Looks like they did not. Alright, Eroded Canyon. I don't have any spells right now. This is not good for me. But you know what? To hell with it. We play with what we have. Do you have a Torch the Tower? I think you should. You got 1 mana open. Yeah, there it is. Oh no, they get to Manifest Dread too. That sucks. That means they get to block my Monastery Swift Spear too. That's not good. But what can you do when you don't have any spells to back up your prowess creatures? Yeah, I would love to get an Opt. An Opt or a Sleight of Hand would be great right now. I think we are not looking too hot at the moment. Yep, attack in. Take that 3. Urbrask Forge is so good. It's a shock. Not the best, but it's a thing. Oh, shoot your dude. Go to run. Pretty solid. Yep. Goes down. Creature goes away, but now my creature can't be blocked, which is good for me. I am going to die. Alesha with first strike. How do you like that? What possible outs could I have at this moment? I don't think I have any outs that I could play to. Yeah, especially with them being able to kill my last creature. Yeah, I think that's gonna be that. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it for me. Yeah, that's gonna be game. But that is the risk that you run playing a prowess deck. It's kind of like almost like a combo deck where you kind of need both sides of the puzzle to make the deck go. You need the creatures to hit the opponent, and you need the spells to make the creatures big. Yeah, the opponent had some pretty sick value there. Okay, so this looks decent to me. I got 2 Slick Shots, Scalding Viper, Opt, and 3 lands. I think I'll keep it. Opponent unfortunately does get to go first. Opponent opens with a Blazemire Verge. Alright, so I'm going to play the Spirebluff Canal first. And do we play the Opt yet, or do we hold on to the Opt? I think we hold on to the Opt. I want to be able to play it with a Slick Shot. Play Swamp, Bitter Reunion. Okay, we might have a Reanimator deck on our hands here. Let's see what they discard. That's a coma. This is a reanimator deck. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, let's go mountain. Let's go plot the slick shot. That is a coma in a red and black deck. That's pretty ballsy. Fear of missing out. Enters, discard a card, then draw a card. Delirium, when fear of missing out attacks for the first time each... Okay, that's the one where you get to attack multiple times. That's fine. Alright, let's go here. And then we are going to go Slick Shot. Then I'm going to play Steam Clean on Fear of Missing Out. Bounce it back to hand. Make sure it can't attack. Also, we're going to play Opt. Get some more power going. That shock looks pretty good to me. I'll keep it. Alright, attack for 5. Alright, opponent play is a tapped land. And opts not to play the creature again. So that tells me that they have a plan. So, let's open with an attack. Okay, so let's start with a shock and see what they do. Okay, shock happens. Alright, well, then we'll go ahead with the Slick Sequence. Hit him again. You should have a removal spell by now. Bitter Triumph? Okay, cool. Alright, you take 2. I get a fresh card. And they discarded Valgavoth for the Bitter Triumph. Another Bitter Reunion. Okay. Draw a card, discard a card. So that's 2 Valgavoths in the graveyard. We need to end this game quickly. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Slick Shot again. Unfortunately, we have to play it for mana this time. Okay, let's go Sleight of Hand. Take the shock. Play Eroded Canyon. Hit you for 1. Okay. Next. Attack for 3. Hit him with the shock. Alright. Alright, you take the 5. That puts you at 3 health. If you do not gain any life this turn, I can just end it with a Lightning Strike, regardless of what you try to reanimate. Zombify. Okay, cool. You zombified it. Alright, good game. GG. That was incredibly stressful for me. Had they knocked out that last Slick Shot, they would have won that game easily. Rumor has reached me that Elon Musk may want to buy WotC. I don't believe he will, but that's just my assumption. Is he playing 2 or 3 color reanimation? I think they're playing just Rakdos Reanimator. Let's look at the battlefield. Yeah, they only have red and black mana there. However, they had Coma in their graveyard, so I think their plan was to never hard cast Coma, just get it into the graveyard somehow so that you can reanimate it. Also, you got Zombify, Valgavoth, Bitter Triumph to discard cards. Fear of Missing Out helps you discard cards. And then, actually, I hit the wrong button. But yeah, the plan is just to get anything into the graveyard. So they probably have an Atraxa in the deck somewhere too. But I think their plan is to just reanimate something and then sacrifice the Bitter Reunion in order to give creatures haste and just go all out. Here, let me look up Bitter Reunion real quick, because I think that was the plan. Because Bitter Reunion is a really good card for Reanimator decks. Yeah. So it's 2 mana. When Reunion enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Yeah, so that comes in, you discard something you can't cast. And you can pay 1 and sacrifice Bitter Reunion. Creatures you can control gain haste until end of turn. So his plan was to throw things into the graveyard, reanimate them later, sacrifice Bitter Reunion, ideally with a fear of missing out on the table, to just slam and slam and slam. Stop playing Magic right after Bloomburr. Yeah. Yeah, this card came out in Brothers War, so it is a little bit older, but it is a pretty solid card for Reanimator decks. Yeah, as far as the Elon Musk thing, I saw a rumor saying that he wants to buy Hasbro, but not for Magic. He wants to buy it so that he can have control over Dungeons and Dragons. And that just has me thinking, why? Like, what are you afraid of with D&D? Are you afraid of wokeness or something because you're crazy? I don't know. It's just a rumor at this point, and I hope it stays just a rumor, because after seeing what he did to Twitter, I cannot see him doing good things for Hasbro. Yeah. Just taking a break for now, but eventually want to play again. Yeah. He's an odd duck. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right, so it's almost 9 p.m. here, so that is going to be me for the day. As far as what deck I want to upgrade next, we just got done doing the Path of Power upgrade, so that's on the channel already. What else we have available is there is the Azorius Foundations deck, Rakdos, Boros. There is an Izzet deck called Draconic Dominance. There's also Learn from the Land, that is a Simic deck, Morbid Machinations, and Undead Resurgence. So those are some decks that we're going to be upgrading pretty soon for the channel, so you can keep your eyes open for that. So that means we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus, that's 7 more deck upgrades that I'm going to be churning through before we get to anything else. So that's what to look forward to on the channel. But that is going to be it from me for today. I thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you again very soon on the channel. So you guys have a great night and sleep well. Take care of yourselves.